Hello friends! Today's video is at the request of my subscriber Mardell. She had the idea after watching my Christmas home tour that she would like to find out a little bit about some of the items that I show in my home tour. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around because we're about to get started. First up is this mirrored tray. I got this at a garage sale along with a bunch of other items and it only cost me $5. I'm going to eventually maybe put it in my booth, but I thought, I saw on Pinterest where somebody had put a bunch of bottle brush trees and I thought, wow, wouldn't that look cool with deer? And it's right in the middle of my peninsula. So I think it turned out really great and I'm glad that I didn't put it in my booth yet and sell it so I could do this for Christmas. This Santa blow mold I found at an estate sale and it was marked $20. And it was marked in red, which meant it wasn't on sale, but I was kind of new to estate selling and didn't realize that. And so when they told me $20, I said, oh, I thought it was 50% off and it would only be $10. They said, you can have it for 10. So what a deal. This little sugar and creamer I found at the Goodwill. I was so excited when I found them. I do believe there was supposed to be a spoon for the sugar, but I didn't care. I snagged them up anyway. If you've been around my channel for any length of time, you probably realize that these choir kids were made for my mom from her mom, my grandma. So they've been in the family ever since, and my mom gave them to me. We actually traded because my grandma made me some blue ones, which I did like back in the 90s, but I'm so glad I have these traditional colors now. Aren't they amazing? I actually found this church at the Majestic Turnaround. It's a hard plastic, and it has this on top like it's supposed to be an ornament, but that's kind of huge for an ornament. I've always just used it stationary like this. The reason why this stuck out to me and why I wanted it is I've been looking for a white church bank that I recall from my childhood that we used to put our offering in for like junior church or primary church. And I found one on eBay and I was too cheap to buy it, and I kind of wished I had not passed it up because I've never found it again. So this was like my consolation prize. So if you ever see a little white church, let me know. It's a little bank. It's probably about this big, and it's just a plain white church with a steeple on top that has the bank part in. Just giving you a close-up here of my vignette. I wanted to let you know that these two items right here are actually cupcake picks. And if you look close, you can see that I have them wedged into flower frogs. So let's take a closer look. I absolutely love flower frogs and I love cupcake picks. And if you saw my really recent video, maybe my last video, depending on when this goes up, you would have seen I found some Valentine cupcake picks. And this is how they will be displayed as well. But I love putting things together, just some bottle brush trees. And I should have turned on my little lantern there. It lights up. Actually, let's do that. I actually regretted not putting in a clip in my home tour with this all lit up. I think it's just magical at night and we've enjoyed it so much. Let's take a look here above my kitchen sink. These were gifted to me by my friend and subscriber, Sharon. I met her through YouTube, through my channel, and she gifted these to me. She brought them down to the Majestic Turnaround. They are just fabulous. I am so excited to have these. And I also wanted to talk about this plate. Maybe you wondered, who's Anna? I have no idea. I thrifted this plate because I thought it was beautiful. It is a ceramic plate, a hobbyist piece, which I'm drawn to because of my grandma. She used to actually have classes for friends and people that went to her church. She had her own kiln, and they would fire the pieces right there at the church. So I've always been partial to ceramics, and they mean more to me now the older I get. But I just thought I would honor whoever made this for Anna by displaying it in my home. I think it's gorgeous. If you didn't know, my husband is a woodworker. He's very talented, and he made this shelf for me at my request. I saw something on Pinterest and thought, oh wow, that would be perfect for this little area right here in my kitchen. Every season I decorate it for the season, and right now it's full of Santa Clauses. This one I found at a garage sale. Melody might remember, and I think the guy just gave it to me because it was kind of part of something else. And he actually had on the bottom of his skis these little pokey things that connected it to something else, or maybe it was filthy dirty, I don't remember. But I just salvaged him, and then this year actually I asked my husband to take out those pokey things so I could display him even easier. So he's a favorite. And then this one over here is from my friend Dusty from my thrifted home. I think he's pretty spectacular. This one right here. Melody was with me when I thrifted this guy, and there is another one to this set, and he's pretty beat up and battered, but to me that just makes it all the more fun and exciting. He's led a good life, right? And somebody loved him. Let's move up here. I love these Homeco banks. There'll be one on the top shelf as well, and I like to pick them up when I find them thrifting. So always real tickled to find him. These are from my friend Karen, who used to be my neighbor, and she moved away and had an estate sale, and I snagged those up. I just love them, and they always remind me of Karen and our friendship. Up top here, oh wait, I wanted to show you the bingo cards. I have them at different places. These are a thoughtful gift from my friend Melody in PA, and I just love them. I love the red and green for Christmas. And just a little decorating tip, if you add something in the back, if there's a lot of empty space, it just makes your whole display sing. All right, up top here, there's another Homeco Santa bank. I love this guy because of his eyes. I think he's part of a toy, but I didn't mind that it wasn't all there. And then I wanted to talk about this and this. I found these when we were cleaning out my mom and dad's house, and she had these cut out from old vintage cards, and they were in her wrapping paper. This still has the sparkle of the glitter on it. Just love him. He's not coming off as cute as he is there. Look at that face. And then these right here, those are Wizard air fresheners. So that's a new collection that I've started. I didn't even know they existed until I found one, I believe a Halloween one at Modern Vintage. Up on the very top, that was a special gift from my hubby for Christmas. I think 2 years ago, and I got it at Majestic Turnaround. I found it there, and he got it for me for Christmas. On the bottom of my hutch, all three of these items are special to me. This, I believe, was my very first stocking when I was a little girl, and my mom handmade that for me. Love that. And then this, I was with Melody and Halem, Melody from PA. We were thrifting in Pennsylvania, and my heart stopped when I saw this. I was so excited. It's not very big. There's how big it is. And it's a popcorn, and I love leaving the little yarn or whatever that comes on these right on them. So that's how it came. I'm pretty sure it was around 50 cents, I want to say. I think it was half off, and it was maybe marked $1. Let's see if it has the tag on the back yet. Oh my gosh, it does. What's it say? I can't see it. Let me look at it without the camera. Okay, I was a little bit too optimistic. It was $1.99, and it was half off, so I got that for $1. And then this is very special to me. My dad's mom made this for me. She made one for each of the grandkids. And look inside. I love the interior of that. I just think this is so cool. So that's very special to me. And I actually used it and put it on an ugly sweater one year. Actually pinned it right to the front of my sweater for Christmas. There's my mom and dad. That was probably one of their last Christmases together. Love that picture. I'm a big fan of the bottle brush, trees, wreaths, whatever. I do believe that one is just a modern one that's made to look vintage. This is a very special planter. I got that down at Majestic. I splurged. Isn't it darling? Okay, let's talk about this display. I did that for fall, and I loved it so much that I wanted to put it in my Christmas display as well. It's a bunch of flower frogs. Of course, I added the shelf sitter here, and this little piece of tacky Christmas tacked in there. And then this card was a special card handmade by my cousin Annette and sent to us, Mom and my hubby and I, and we loved it. So I wanted to put that in a place of honor, and I thought the whole thing looked like a tree. These 3 deer were my mom's. I had to dust them every Saturday growing up. I never thought anything of them. I thought they were kind of dorky, and I ended up growing to love them, and then Mom gave them to me. So now I dust them in my own home. This flower frog you probably saw recently if you saw the video, and I just love that little vignette. I put this plastic flower frog that I got in Amish country, put a little bottle brush wreath on it, and guess what? That's a cupcake pick. I almost said a cupcake tin. This truck is very special to me. My dad bought it for me from Cracker Barrel for no reason other than he just wanted to buy it for me, and he knows that I love red pickup trucks. So that's special. And these, I think they're salt and pepper shakers. No, wait, let me look. Yes, they are. I see the S. I got those at Majestic Turnaround on a 50% off sale. They were across from my booth, and I kept looking at them, but I didn't want to pay $10 for them, and when they were half off, I snatched them up. I also wanted to talk about these folding rulers. I have a huge collection of them. They're so fun to decorate with. Did you notice, if you saw my home tour, that I use them as risers? And so that's just a lot of fun. And then there was a little tree that's crocheted that I got at the bins, stuck that in there with another knee hugger. And this piece is really fabulous. Let me zoom in. Look how cute he is. It's just like a pick. And then here I wanted to mention, this is from Dusty from my thrifted home, and so is this. And she crafted this herself. She got the little spool at an estate sale, and she just crafted that herself. I just love that whole vignette there. And this is a flower frog. So get you some flower frogs. If you don't have any, they're really cool to decorate with. And then over here, I just found this. I believe I was also thrifting with Melody and Halem. He's on a flower frog and is missing the N-O and L of Noel, but I couldn't pass him up. He's just super sweet. Okay, let's talk about these 2 little guys here. This is a funny story. These were in very bad shape, and I just couldn't resist them. So let's take these down so I can talk about them. Let's put them right here. Okay, when I got them, they didn't have any hair. So I bought a little doll at the Dollar Tree and cut off just a little bit of hair and hot glued it on. So now they both have hair. And then I'm trying to remember. Okay, let me feel it. Yeah. Okay, see the little ladybug here. This was original. This one I made out of sticky tack and painted it because there was nothing on his head. It was just, you know, broken, and I don't know what was on there. I might have Googled it to see, and maybe it was a ladybug, but if not, I just figured that was something I could do. I love these so much. Let's see if they say how much they were. They were super cheap. Nope, I like to leave the tags on now. Let's put them back up there. But would you have ever guessed that they were hairless and that was missing? It just really was such an easy project. Now I could touch up the paint loss, but I kind of like it. Do you guys too? This was a splurge. I remember I found it at a little store in Orville. Let's see if that has a tag on the bottom. No. I think it was $10, which wasn't really that bad. And this is just a box that I pulled out of the bins. Love the looks of that. And I thrifted these cutie pie mice. It was with Melody then. And this was another item that is less than perfect, but I don't really mind. I'm ruining my display. Oh, look, and you can see. This is actually a candle ring I paid 30 cents for. And I just kind of set that up on top there to give it a little more interest. So tacky Christmas at its finest. And here's some more cupcake pics. And that's on a very cool flower frog. This, I believe, was from Hartville Thrift. Very special. 50 cents. I was going to say 30 cents. So I just tucked her in there. And this Santa, I don't remember where I got him, but I just think he's so cool and so happy. I like him a lot. I wanted to show you some more imperfect items. So this I thrifted at the Goodwill. Can you tell what I did that's not original? Just take a look at her. I will tell you, there was nothing in her hand, and her arm is broken off. And I just glued a little teeny tiny bottle brush tree on there, and you can't even tell now. If you look at Erin F's channel, EFF, she has the same one, and you could see in her Christmas home tour what it's really supposed to look like. This is in bad shape. I'm always drawn to these items that, you know, they're just not perfect, but they're well loved. 75 cents. I got that at a garage sale, and that's a candle holder. So I tried a candle in it and I didn't like it. He's very much less than perfect, but isn't he so sweet? Let me put him back. These I got at a garage sale. They're hobbyist ceramic pieces. I love them. And this I wanted to show you is from my subscriber, Margaret. And it's just on a little, I don't even know what you would call it, but I think it was on another item. And I just thought, well, I'm going to stick that in a flower frog. I can't say flower frog tonight, but that's a glass flower frog. So keep the flower frogs in mind when you're decorating. And I am obsessed with these flocked ornaments. So I'm sure I got that for really cheap thrifting. And I'm also obsessed with Homeco ornaments. Not ornaments, but figurines. These are both Homeco. And then again, another special gift from my husband that was purchased from the Majestic Turnaround. Have you ever seen one of them in the wild for cheap? I never have. So that was a big splurge, and I love it and don't regret it. It was a gift from hubby. How could I regret it? Editor Carol here. It got a little lengthy, so I will be continuing in my next video with the rest of the behind the scenes Christmas tour. I hope you have enjoyed it thus far and will come back for my next video. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.